mean internet to you?
Yeah.
Also, what is internet?
I just want to make sure we're still
Yeah,
up
we're
on
back up.
Twitch.
We're back up.
All right.
Back up.
All
I
right.
like the idea
so,
that Elon Musk is actually still in Wild Mound. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what we're in.
The
Grand
last-
Wizard.
That's his name.
Yeah.
the last I heard was Marlo calling Alanis Elisania again.
Alisana.
Hey,
Elisana.
Halflings have interesting pronunciations. Please don't make fun.
I
No.
have terrible. I can't make memory of her name.
I'm just
I
trying to
didn't-
figure out what is canon.
People get weirded out when I grab their face and say their name 5
Alanis.
times, but it's the only
Alanis.
way I can remember their name.
You're talking Alanis, yes.
Okay.
Alanis.
All right.
Yes,
So-
everyone knows her.
That's the
druid.
last. That's the
Druid.
last I heard.
Yeah.
Well,
Isn't
you're
it
lucky.
ironic that I forgot her name?
We decided that is ironic. Wait, is it ironic?
No,
I,
I don't
never
think
know
so.
how to use that properly.
I
The
don't know.
song
Iron.
didn't help.
I'm
It's
not
not
good
on.
with puns.
It's fantastic.
God DM in the sky. What you missed was that we decided to accept the gracious offer of tree transportation.
Oh. Okay.
But we've
Yes,
just begun to walk in that direction, I believe.
So obviously you have your long rest. You can pick your wares for the day if you need to.
Should long rest.
You
Long
should
rest.
you should gather all of that right now.
Menace spells.
You know, I know Dorspiria has like a bunch of spells that he has to pick every morning.
I'm going to prepare my spells as well.
I think 3 of us. I think 4 of us prepare. I think all of us prepare spells.
Yours,
I think I'm gonna be the only one who
The
doesn't.
trick is, if you pick ritual spells, then hopefully you barely have a choice. You're down to 2, and you're like, I probably won't use either.
I will confer with Alton about. I'm going to prepare rope trick.
Ooh,
Because I believe that could help us out with
short rest.
short rests.
Yes, we could all climb up in there. Trust me, I've seen many a rope trick. I once contemplated learning it, but unfortunately, I spend most of my time picking up very niche flavored spells.
I had hoped it would last more than an hour, but that's still useful.
It's good for a short rest. I
Yeah.
think.
Sure.
And it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, if you bust that shit out when someone's chasing you, like, you're like, and then I pull the rope back up. Yeah.
all right.
I'm preparing travel spells, so we'll see what happens.
So, you guys prepare your spells in your abode and head towards the Marquis house to find Alanis.
Yes.
All right. That is easy enough. She takes you to probably a couple 100 feet behind the Marquis house, closer to the north wall, where the gate you exited to confront the basilisks. And you see this huge tree of life that spirals up at least 100 feet tall. Leaves that are similar to like an oak leaf, but the spines in the leaf, and even just the way the bark is, it is thicker, hardier. Are you sure you would want to do this? Us does not want to see you guys leave, and I don't want to see you leave. I know you must do what you need to do, but
Alanis, I feel like I must tell you what it all comes down to
oh
is
god.
that we haven't got it all figured out yet. Just yet.
Hey, I want to wish I had a magical thing that I could pull lyrics up and continue with your bard rap, but I don't. No. I understand.
Venture calls us elsewhere.
You can open this for you. You only have a little bit to jump through, so you might want to get in line.
Where exactly is this taking us?
Oh, so I was telling your friend Marlo upon one of my journeys, the Zanus, the journey of the Zanus. I ventured up the Sirius Mountains from this side and came down across the other. So I've seen a little bit of the Siren Green Forest. I will be opening up a portal for you maybe a few days from Diastock.
Well, that really cuts our travel time down, so thank you.
Yes,
You said this would be open for just a few seconds.
Yes, so if you guys would like to line up, that way me as the DM can get the marching order as you enter this portal.
Perhaps you could give me just a moment and a few more questions. When we traverse through to this other location, is there any passage of time?
Just the time that you travel, which will be at a speed that you are unfamiliar with.
And I suppose what I mean is if we leave here at noon and we walk out, is it noon or based on the relative time of the area, we will have effectively...
You will be north, and once you cross the Sirius Mountains, you will start to feel the winter months.
Perfect. I believe I know what I need to. If you'd give me just a moment before you open this gate, I need to record a few things.
It is not that much. You are so out of character. You will roughly be in the same time zone.
Yeah, I'm
but
thinking
you're jumping north.
I'm thinking we relatively are in the almost no time passed. Whatever.
Yeah, no, it's whatever we get there. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So my whole goal is, Alton, I need to record a bunch of things now, particularly with the astrolabe, and then record them again immediately once we get out there, and that should help determine our general.
Awesome. So, what is going to be the marching order going through?
I say Alton and Dorspear are two slowest, so they have to go first.
Dorspear should go before Alton.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
I'm not sending the wizard in first to get eaten by a wolf.
I will take up the rear, oddly. Out of character, but I'm feeling adventurous.
Connell,
it is actually quite fitting that you go last, as I
never let you out of my sight, so you stand in front of me.
Yeah, I'll go before.
It's only polite.
So that means we got Dorspear, Elton,
Connell, Quinn, Marlo.
Yep. Quinn, Marlo. All right. Perfect. All right. So I just want to let you know. You will feel your stomach let go. As
You mean
I told
wait?
Marlo this. All of the trees in Alexandria are connected somehow. So rather than a transport that you've heard of in books, where you walk through a mirror and you come upon the other side, it is more like a jettison down and around. I just want to prepare you. It is a weird feeling.
Are we going to? How does she just say we're going to shit our pants?
Oh, that is
One of us would puke.
Oh, Dorspier is going to puke 100%.
Yep, Dorspier up. You go first.
It's going to be awesome.
So she looks at all of you. Please stay. And then you'll see the components come up, and just the way she weaves her hands and touches this tree is like the way you weave like a wicker basket and you're doing detail work. It's naturistic and flowing, and she touches the tree, and you can see from the bottom up to as tall as you are, which I think Alton is actually the tallest in this group, this humanoid type shape with shoulders and a head reaches from the grass up the bark. Quick, go.
All right, go.
All right.
Each one of you, as you step through this tree, are immediately sucked down. And that's where your stomach kind of gives like a roller coaster. And then you're tugged left and right, back and forth, almost bumpy at times, where you're like sledding down that hill as a kid, where there's ice chunks and you hit a jump, you skip up, and you slide across at an insane speed. These colors of bright yellows and greens and whites flow past your eyes as you exit on the opposite side. Immediately, Dorspirit, as you step through the tree, the first you can ting ting. The rain is just coming down from the deciduous trees. The leaves just collecting and dripping it down like the end of a gutter coming down at times. The rest of you guys come out, and you are now in this massive forest. Thick. I'd say more like a woods, because I'm a Central New York guy, and woods are maple trees, and the forest I think of is like pines and spruces, that whole family, and then jungle, whatever. I'm getting too particular. You are in this massive set of woods around you, trees all over the place, and as you each exit this tree, the beating of the raindrops hit you. Not like a consistent rain, like the leaves are holding some down, but it is so much more wet and moist over here than it was on that. Is that a trigger word there, huh?
No, it's for Marlo. Marlo does not like the word moist. But I needed to be in canon. When Marlo went into the tree, she kind of turned back to Alanis and put one hand in her pocket and gave her the peace sign.
Okay. Yeah, totally.
Sorry.
I love it. I love it.
Yep.
Well,
But before we get too far hurt, I'm gonna pull out my tallywhacker, which I use to take measurements, and that is actually what it's called.
we can. So we can. I can. I guess figure out that we are where she said she was gonna send us.
As you guys exit the tree and kind of like instinctively turn back to the south, through the few breaks that there are in this canopy towards the south, you can see the massive silvery peaks of the Sirius Mountains. And you imagine that, yeah, I mean, she gave you a rough estimate of where you're going to be in the forest. So
I didn't know if I've been in this area before. I know I'm all the way up in Shady Creek Run.
Yeah, I would say that
at least the atmosphere is somewhat familiar.
None of you have been in this forest before.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm familiar with the forest, though.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to take out again a stick approximately 18 to 21 inches long with a ring on the end of it. And I'll plant it into the ground, try to angle a shadow, and then measure its casting.
Okay.
And record that.
All right.
I should be able to do that with minimal sunlight.
Yeah.
But I do need to know where the sun is.
Make an intelligence check. Perception. Actually, make a perception check. That is more fitting.
Did you say it was raining?
Or is it like after it's been raining?
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because it being moist and it being rainy are two different things. Marlo's gonna take out her shield and kind of shield herself.
Quinn, you guys will see Quinn just kind of like touch like just like a rune on his part of his on the chest around the moon gem on the chest of his armor, and his helmet just kind of Iron Man in these like owl like visor like goggles kind of just like go into place just to keep the rain from
oh shit, I've never seen you do that before. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
It's new. Where do you guys think I've been all week?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did you
working therapy? I don't know, working on your things.
Yeah, these are my things, and I've been working on them.
DM, that was a natural 20 for 23.
Okay. You know, yeah, what you want, what you're going for. What are you going for?
I'm literally just comparing measurements between where I started and where I am.
Okay.
All right. Out of character, because I could do this instantly, this is the equivalent of like high-speed travel nowadays. So I just managed to take the same measurement at the same time in two different locations.
All
so
right.
it will help me triangulate things later. I still need to do this again for some other, point.
You guys were in Oth, which is right here. And you traveled right here on this side.
So not
deep in the forest.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map now. Okay.
Yeah. Now, so you are.
So not terribly far.
But we're across the borders.
Yeah, you're on the opposite side of the Sirius Mountains, directly
officially in the Empire.
Yep.
All right.
If you look at if you're looking at the map of
the red giant map,
you are at the base of the mountains south of the Hirathas mines.
Realistically, I would not be able to be exact on like exactly our difference unless we did this at night and I could see stars. So the only thing this is really is going to give me, it's going to give me a lot of stuff about the difference in the
you notice more that rather than being north way, which is kind of what you were told you were going to be, it's actually more west that you traveled.
We're out of character. We're closer to Trostenwald than we are to Diastock.
Now you're closer to Diastock.
Okay.
Cool.
We're just south of the mines, you said, right?
Yeah. There's one big snow-capped, silvery spiked mountain that sits at the base of the Sirius Mountains, just under the Herathis mines.
I understand.
Yep.
And that's where you guys are.
Solid.
Doesn't sound like we made our location, but
We're closer.
sometimes it rains on your wedding day.
With the cloud cover though, it is the only sense of direction that you do get is that you know that the mountains are west and south, or should the mountains are southwest of you. You know, so Diastock would you'd have to move in a northwest.
Is that where we want to go, Alton?
If that's where you want to go.
Are we looking to get to a road?
That is where I am intending to end up. And
To Diastock?
initially, to even greater cities, to dash perhaps by way of Diastock.
Sounds good.
Oh, we're heading home.
So
Diastock.
which way are you guys going? Do you want to go towards Zadash or towards
I guess
Diastock?
my question is, are we going straight to Diastock, or are we going to try to cut through the fields and hit the road to get to the dash? I feel like a stop in Diastock might be wise.
I think so too.
That's a long way to travel without a town.
Yeah, and before we go to a big city, we might want to assimilate a little bit better, and we may have better luck at a.
Also, it's been a little while. I've been in the Menagerie Coast for a while, and I'd like to get an understanding of the state of the Empire at the moment.
Yes, I haven't been this far inland. It's quite uncomfortable.
It gets
the lack of humidity is
it gets more uncomfortable the
It
deeper
gets
you
worse.
go.
Yeah.
Much worse.
All right. So, you guys decide that you're gonna follow the Sirios Mountains north. Is there a change in the marching order?
Marlo, do you want to?
Marlo is going from back to front.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'd probably move up towards the front as well.
All right.
I will head towards the back.
All right. So we'll say Marlo and Quinn up front. I mean, this is a woods area, so you can
I'm
travel
laboring
side by
after
side.
throwing up, so I'm gonna be in the back.
Yeah.
I'll stand up. I think so. We're going Marlo, Connell, Alton, Durspira, Quinn, or Quinn Durspira, whichever. Durspira and Quinn are walking side by side. We're not like in a straight line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd assume I'm up there with Marlo. Just
Okay. Why don't both of you go ahead and make me a perception check, please? Let's get some music back in here.
Ooh.
Tim, can you do that for me?
Yeah, sure. You're
Thank
looking
you.
for travel music?
A 9.
Yeah. 9. Oh, fitting. We're in the Empire, and you roll a 9.
True.
I got an 11.
Okay.
Oh, 9/11.
So
Now we all have to turn our internet off.
That's Y2K. That's Y2K.
So I say you spend the last or the next 10 hours traversing through the woods, Whenever there is a sound that is unfamiliar, you guys manage to dodge your way and maneuver around it. It is starting to get dark, and the rain is still consistent. I mean, it's not like you're in an open field getting pelted with rain, you know, just downpour. But it's like when you step to the left and you don't look up, and then you do, and there is just this big, huge leaf that curls down and unloads like a cup of water that hits like the back of your head and runs down your back. And
oh, right to my butt crack.
Quinn definitely the entire time keeps his helmet on, which fully covers his face with his plate mail armor, so he is... At least my body is dry.
And as the sun does move, the vague sun that you can see, the light in the sky behind the clouds, moves across the horizon. I actually there's not even a horizon here. Across the canopy, as it starts to get to that, lights are getting harder to see. The chill is also there. Not necessarily cold, but between the rain and not being able to get full cover this whole time, and it's probably like low 50s on this side of the mountain. But you guys managed to make it through the first day. You find a spot if you want to set up. What would you like to do?
Yeah, we'll make camp.
Okay.
Hey, can I after we make camp in a minute? I want to pull Dorspiro aside. But
okay.
I don't even want to pull Dorspiro aside. It's like while we're around the campfire, I just want to be like, so. I gotta ask, Dorspiro, does the owl talk to you, or does she talk to you through the owl?
Who is she?
I assume your goddess.
I only talk to Owlton.
Oh, so Owlton talks to you. Okay. So do you worship Owlton? How's that work?
In a sense.
Right. Okay then. Cool. I'm gonna awkwardly just go back to the other side of the fire now.
Out of character, sorry. I need to like find a way to make everything as awkward as possible. So
I love it. It was perfect. That was exactly the interaction I expected.
So, you guys make up a good campsite for the night. You have a fire going. Watches. Is there any RP you want to do before bedtime? Besides the Quinn and Dorspiro awkward talk.
I think that pretty much punctuates the night.
I'll definitely take a watch first.
Yeah, you should do that. Dorspiro, why don't you take first watch as well?
Oh, thanks.
I'll take the second then.
Okay.
I will.
I think by now everyone knows I wake up early, so third watch.
Can we see the moons?
Make a perception check.
That's a 15.
15. All right. even with the cloudy night, Katha, the main moon, the one that is associated with the Moonweaver, still kind of has that like nightlight glow behind the clouds.
Dorspear, I apologize if I offended you earlier. I didn't mean to speak ill of Owlton.
I just hand him Owlton slowly.
What am I? Okay. Oh, all right. Sure.
You see, like, the eyes kind of alter themselves to the glow that you see through the clouds. Like, they mimic.
Do I have... Okay, this is just a pure DM question.
Yeah.
Do I have any memories of my childhood? Do I remember anything of Marquette or anything like that?
Vaguely. You were young when you were took there, so take it as like a 5 to 7 year old remembrance. You remember the warmth, you know, and probably you would remember not specific culture, but that it was different.
So I wouldn't remember anything of my like birth parents or anything like that. Anything of changeling culture or anything.
Make a history check.
I don't believe parents exist in D&D.
Yeah, right.
They're always dead.
Not grandparents, though.
With my parents until I was 47.
That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20? Okay. I mean,
like Tim knows lore. I'm just curious what Quinn knows.
There are a couple moments, like joy moments, happy moments, like images that
nothing about what you changelings normally worship or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, I'm fishing for something, but I'm gonna out of character ask one more question. You said I had happy memories of like small like glimpses of happy memories. So I would remember like maybe glimpses of visuals.
Yeah, I would imagine
of, like,
one of
home.
them would be like the bay. You know, just the water there, the environment, the feel.
But nothing nothing at all family related. Like a glimpse of an image of some. Okay. I'll just hold Owlton. I'll look at Dorspear and I'll go. I remember. It was. I don't honestly remember. It was. Maybe my mother. Or my real mother used to carry around something like this. Not a fucking owl that taught you. No offense. I just remember a door. Like a gate. Just reminds me of Owlton, I guess. I don't know. Sorry. I'm rambling.
The red door, right?
Well, I don't know my parents either. I grew up alone with Owlton, so if you need him as a crutch, like he was my crutch, you can have him.
I had parents. Not the ones I'm talking about. I had parents. They're
Well, look at Mr. Fancy Pants over here with parents.
I was adopted or taken in when I was young. Nice couple. Nice family. And Quinn will kind of just shut up after that and just kind of hand you all Owlton back.
I wait till Quinn's asleep at any point during the night, and I'll just like subtly slip Owlton next to him.
Quinn, as you pass Owlton back, you do feel like the embrace of chaos in a different way. More fun-loving, fuck with people kind of tug. As you pass it off, I need both of you to make a perception check for your first watch.
Sure. Ooh, not great. Mine's a 9. Okay. Out of character.
9.
9. I know. Out of character, Tim knows that changelings have some direct connections with the Traveler. So.
Yeah.
Mine's a 10, so we're looking real good right now.
So.
It's on par with our conversations.
As you guys are having this conversation, almost too late. Tim, cue up my battle music.
Sure. Your battle music or just battle music?
My battle music. The metal battle music.
All right.
As you guys are like awkward, Quinn, as you hand Owlton back to Dorspira, just off probably 15, 20 feet from him to like behind him, you see this huge wolf poof, poof, and jump, like leap 15 feet to the opposite side. Immediately, you start to scan, tapping Dorspira and pointing in the direction. You both start to scan. You can see, like the shakes of branches getting more and more present, more and more present. You see two more jump past you and land on the other side. Then two more jump, and as they are in mid-form jump or in mid-jump, you see them start to shapeshift into these humanoid like wolf-looking creatures, and they land and they let out this howl, and the light kind of flows up just from the exertion of CO2 into this flame. I need you all to go ahead, but I need Dorspira and Quinn to roll initiative.
Andy, as soon as combat starts, my dagger of warning wakes us all up.
Yep.
Oh,
well, it wakes you up.
No, it
wakes everybody up.
The weapon magically awakens
it's
you
a
and your
loud
companions
fucking
within
dagger.
range.
It's a loud fucking dagger.
I rolled, but I'm gonna take a quick pee break while he sets that up.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and take our break right now. Here, let me put it on this screen and mute this. All right. That is on. So, let's see here. Why don't you go ahead and here? Let me roll initiative first for these guys.
Oh shit! There's some boys and girls.
Ooh. I see
werewolves,
Andy
not
and
werewolves.
Combat on Twitch.
19. Wow! Look at this. Oh, there you go.
Screw those guys.
Woo!
Nobody has any silver on them, do they? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Actually.
Okay. And hold on, let me do that one more time.
That's okay, because
All right.
I got some fucking lightning. Oh.
Wow. Wow.
I don't like that.
Alright, that's a natural 20. Okay. Alright, 21 and up.
Hold on one sec. I gotta roll.
Oh, wait.
Let's see, 22.
22?
Yep.
And then we got...
We're alright. We're good, boys. We're good.
Okay. So 22 for Connell.
Yep.
All right. 15 to 20. 10
16 for the spear.
16 for
Yeah.
Spear. All right. Quinn, Marlo, Alton.
14 for Quinn.
13 for Marlo.
Quinn.
10 here.
Marlo. All right. And 10 for Alton. Okay. Quinn and Dorspira. As you are having this awkward moment of handing Owlton back to Dorspira, you can see these shapes shift off just outside of the range of your camp. You see 3 wolves just run through, and the final 2, as they leap, they shift into humanoid type creatures, kind of tuck down, do a roll, and land. And you can see their fangs, the saliva dripping off them, and they grovel in a certain direction. At that point, you see 6 arrows. And just 2 hit one of the guys that was like shape-shifted. The other 4 of them go behind you, and you can hear like this yelp. Then the one that took the 2 brunts of the arrow just runs through the woods away from you guys. That brings us to Connell. Connell, what are you doing?
Did I see where the
You were
arrows came
still
from?
in your tent.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get out of my tent
Mm-hmm.
slowly,
Okay. So,
and I will go up with Quinn and Dorspira,
Alright. Let's see, you get up there.
and
Shit's weird, man.
You can see
yeah,
this here. Oop. Whatever. It's a fallen tree.
and that's
Does it make a sound?
Hey, do. You see,
We Heisenberged it.
as you exit your tent, you see one like large humanoid start to run away north to your camp. You can see one that is shifted and facing that way, and you can see 3 of them starting to run away the opposite direction. They all seem smaller.
I'm gonna try and hide behind that bush near me. Can I get to that, or the tree?
You can get to like this tree right here with your
Yeah,
movement.
I'll do
All
that,
right.
and I'm just gonna hide there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold my action, and I'll throw the blink dagger for my action if anything makes a movement towards us.
Okay. All right.
Like
Roll stealth check.
That is a 16.
16. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, so then this guy is going to turn around, stand his ground, watch that guy. These two are gonna continue moving that way. Dorspira, Quinn, and Marlowe. Ethan, John, we'll do Marlowe right now.
Marlowe will get out of the tent.
Okay. So half your movement is getting up and out.
She will move as far as she can towards the Quinn and Dorspira.
Which is right there.
And she will ready an action. She'll ready call lightning.
Okay.
If anyone tries to, I guess, advance closer in a hostile manner.
Right. So you're prepping call lightning. As you,
at the third level.
You know, you guys immediately feel the clouds and the electricity start to swirl and gather and focus more on your location. Quinn.
Yeah. Shit. Okay.
You see.
So I saw arrows.
Yep.
Did I see where the arrows came from?
Over in this area. Here.
And I don't see anybody.
No.
No. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to waste my action looking.
Yeah.
Can I help you? I will. Ugh. Oh god, this is so. I will cast Hex on the big guy.
Right here. Okay.
Yeah, I'll cast Hex on him.
All right.
Other than that, I'm hesitant to really do anything else, so I guess I'll hold my action.
All right.
To shoot my lightning launcher at him if he becomes hostile to any of my friends.
Okay.
Andy, I think you skipped me.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're up.
You
were muted, so.
Sorry, yeah, no, I have really bad internet right now, so I turned off my cam so I can hopefully save some bandwidth.
Solid.
But
California.
Yeah. No, it's Tahoe. Blame it on that. Up in the fucking mountains.
You should have the Grand Wizard Elon Musk satellite you internet.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, post game I'll explain why I was late tonight. But anyways,
was it about the Grand Wizard Elon Musk?
You're right here by the campfire.
Did he try to sell you coin from a dog?
He did, yeah. Let's make my way to that guy closest to me.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get to this guy right here.
Yeah. I'm gonna burn my action here. I'm gonna ask him what's going on.
Let's see here.
Not
buddy,
much.
what's up?
dog?
Honestly, solid move. That's almost what I did.
What's up, dog?
What's up,
What up,
dog?
Shit. What's up, dog? What's up with you? Oh,
Hey.
those are up dogs.
As you say, like, sup, dog? Like, he kind of cocks his head, or like almost 180 degrees, looking at you, and you can see these huge fangs and this saliva just dripping off his toothy maw, if you will, and it's a growl. Almost a howl, but very aggressive.
So he does not seem swayed by my sup dog.
No, he does not seem persuaded by your sub dog. I mean,
Great.
make a persuasion check.
Here's what I'm good at, guys. This only goes so well every time I roll one.
Sup dog check, please.
Up dog check.
That is a 14.
14? Yeah. No. He just kind of like looks around at you and just does this growl at you. You can see this saliva and just this big, huge mouth and fangs. It's like a wolf face with a human, like morphing. What would you like to do? Anything else, Dorspira? Guessing his internet is being Tahoe.
He just said he dropped again.
Yeah. Okay.
He's inside a Chevy Tahoe. They get horrible reception.
Hey, Chevy's the name of my character next season.
He said he just wants a bonus action Shield of Faith.
Okay.
I assume that's it.
Alright, after Alton, Connell, you have dark vision, right?
I do, yeah.
You can see shadows move around from like this, like the back part of the woods over here. From the way that Katha is kind of glowing, there is still a little bit of moonlight protruding through the canopy. You can see just shadows moving around here. He's going to stay there. That brings us to Alton.
I suppose I will get out of the tent.
Okay. You hear everybody else rustling around, and you get out of the tent. As soon as you get out of the tent, you notice that there is this one humanoid wolf here, and you can see this one over here.
Do they appear threatening?
I
mean, should I murder them?
It looks like the rest of your group is... Dorspira is up, kind of engaging one, but no one has made a swing yet. Like your group's all in front of you, and you can see them all holding certain spells. Like Marlo has one hand up towards the sky and one just maneuvering around like her stomach range.
The back of her neck, like the hairs are going up a little, and it's starting to pull like it looks like she's getting shocked.
And you know, you can see Quinn's getting ready, just taking his time, aiming his gun
I'm actually not aiming my gun. The moon crescent shaped gem in my armor is crackling with electricity.
Okay.
Electric
you don't
in
see
the air tonight.
And you don't see Connell. Or actually, you do see Connell. Because nope, you don't see Connell. Never mind, your past perception sucks.
I'm a ghost.
My robe of eyes doesn't help with my passives.
Does it?
I don't believe it does. Hold on. Let me double check. But I mean, for the sake of this, I don't think I'd catch him.
Oh, you know what? By this point in time, Connell, when he goes stealthy, if he chooses, can leave a kind of like a mark that you guys can see.
Also,
so if you want to see him, you can.
If I can't see him,
it's a little warm spot of pee.
Yeah.
Connell's marked his position again. He spelled his name.
All right, I'm just going to cast Melf's Minute Meteors.
So you have the balls glowing around your head.
Yeah. So I have 6 of them. And it says I can take an attack with them when I cast it, but can I choose not to? Just hold it?
Yeah, you can choose.
All right, excellent. So they're up and ready, and then I can toss them later.
Yeah, all of you guys see as Alton exits the tent, just waving his hands, just pulls these 6 balls of fire from the campfire, and like they immediately just start rotating around him, lighting up the area just a little bit. With that, this guy is going to move over to here, and he is going to launch Dorspira. I need you to make dexterity saving throw.
Okie dokie. Just give me all the damage.
Ooh, actually, they all fail. So, 3, 2. Hold on, let me get all the d6s I need.
I'm assuming a 7 doesn't save it. So.
No. Oh no. All right. So
who's doing this to him, or can I not see?
You see a flame emanate from this guy right here as he launches it, and he's gonna hit these 3. They all fail.
Not a direct attack.
Yep, that is 10, 26 points of fire damage. This guy drops, and this guy drops.
It's just a flesh wound.
Then it is top of the round. He is.
I guess that wouldn't help. So never mind.
You see this guy, a taller humanoid figure with this brimmed hat, these leather garments that have been, they appear to be broken in from use, almost flowing in with his movements like a silk cloak. And you see him pull out this sword that glows, and he is going to take 2 strikes against that guy, which both hit. Okay. Woo! For 28 points of damage.
What would I call this guy?
Light blue guy.
Perfect.
Or actually, he's red. Is he? I don't call him light blue. His color's too close to the guy that just cast fireball.
Right now,
I'm
he's
calling
behind
him-
the tree guy.
I'm calling him Lieutenant Blue.
And then all of you notice 4 more arrows come from the shadows. Let's see here. Woo! 3 of them hit. One of them just knocks the guy back. Actually, let's roll damage here. Sorry. You see this guy fall over. That brings us to Connell. Unless any of you guys want to release your actions.
I mean, the guy who I had my action against, I think, is dead. So
I don't
You're muted,
think Marlo.
Sorry, before I take my turn, can I release that action?
Yeah.
I would just throw the dagger at one of the wolves on the side. Probably the red one.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, or 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet away.
I could hit him, though?
Yep.
Okay.
Is
that would
30
be
feet
a-
disadvantage with the dagger?
No. No, it's 20 to 60.
20 to 60? Okay.
Yep. So I'm throwing the blink dagger at him. So it would
I think 20 to 60 is disadvantage, right?
No, anything inside of 20. And the max distance is 60.
yeah, so if it's 20 or more, you're at disadvantage, and if you're over 60, then you can't hit him at all.
Yeah,
I think that's
It
what we
doesn't matter, I can
decided.
roll a disadvantage. They're almost the same roll anyway. 27 to hit.
yeah. It don't matter.
But yeah, I think we did decide that our 20, that number is the farthest away you can be without being at disadvantage.
Yeah. And then you have your disadvantage range.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So
I didn't
we'll just do a
understand that
sneak
at first
attack.
either. So.
Are you teleporting here?
No, I'm just coming from. I'm coming from behind cover though, like I'm hidden.
Okay, so sneak attack.
What is my sneak attack? Is it still 3d6? I can't remember if it leveled up. 1 sec, sorry. That was 4d6. Almost shorted myself. So that would be, let's see, 8 points of piercing damage. And then, 13 points of sneak attack.
So 20,
21.
21?
Yep.
Perfect. The dagger leaves your fingertips and finds purchase. You can hear like this like canine cry as it just punctures the body of this, and it finds its way back into your hand. Anything else? Oh, now it's your turn. Top of your guys' round.
Yep. Did anyone else want to release anything, or?
Yeah.
The guy I had waited up died. So.
I mean, if you want to move it, you can. You at this level, I feel like you would be able to manipulate that.
At this point, I feel like these guys have it handled.
Fair enough.
I'm not really. I'm like Quinn went to charge up and was like, "Oh shit, I don't have to do anything." So, I'm fine.
All right, Marlo.
I would say Marlo hasn't perceived any hostile action towards any of our members besides the incidental firing at Dorspira.
Yeah.
So she will She will not.
You don't know
expend
if
the
it's
charge.
actually incidental.
That's
I
true.
mean,
That's true.
You guys
Okay.
would just see this big, huge moat of fire light up from behind the trees.
Okay. Well, that being said, regardless, Marlo would. Is it my turn or is it?
Well,
my
I'm just
action?
saying it's your held action. Well, actually, you have a chance to think about it, Connell. It's your turn first, and it's not to the point where Marlo has to choose yet. So,
Okay.
Top of the round now, for you.
All right, I am going to make my way towards the guy that's behind the tree. That
over
we can't
here.
See the light blue guy. Yeah,
Yep.
Lieutenant Blue.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets you to the...
Nope.
What?
No, the other way towards Dorspira. The guy with the blue
to
circle.
this guy?
The one behind the tree. I don't know what he is. The humanoid.
This
that's
guy?
Over.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can make it right there.
All right. And then I'll just call out to him.
Okay. What are you gonna say?
Friend or foe?
Well, that's up to you guys, I think. As you hear this very southern drawed, almost like a cowboy-esque voice, very not super bassy, but has that low draw to it.
Now come on,
Yeah. Unfortunately, my voice cannot get low, so I'm not Tim.
I can't get low.
Yeah, you do. Bella's not real low.
You get real low.
You get real low.
I mean, maybe when I do Cragmar, but
Cragmar. You can feel this voice pierce towards you and say, well, that depends on who you're going to go after now. And if you're taking my prize, I reckon.
Seeing as how we were just sleeping, we don't know what your prize is.
All right.
Let's we're not after it.
After that, is there anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
No? Okay, Dorspira.
Well, as you see, Dorspira's one eyebrow is just singed off. Half of his hair is gone. He's real annoyed right now. So he's just gonna throw his hand axe in the general direction of where the fire came from.
Okay, make an attack at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fine. That is a 14.
14. That hits.
Mess him up, elf boy.
All right, I'm smiting him because I'm real pissed.
Yeah, smite is only melee attacks.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I think it's
right.
just I mean, I wish I could let this happen, but I'm pretty sure it says right in the book.
I think you're right.
Reasonable enough. All right. So that is 8 points of damage.
8 points. All right.
Yeah.
You hear as you release it, you can hear the just the thump as this hand axe is breaking the air. Hitting its speed, and you hear this awful male squelch off in the distance as it seems like it's going the opposite way.
Asshole.
Well, shit, now I gotta go chase down my hand axe as it runs away.
I bet that burns.
Yeah, that hurts.
Because
That
he's
hurts.
he's the one.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw my. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna. I don't want to lose my javelin. I like that one way too much. I'm just gonna start like chasing after him. One out of anger, two out of like hearing my hand axe go away, and I like that.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can get like right here.
All right.
Who did he attack?
He attacked the guy back here that launched the fireball.
Shit.
Yeah, and you can see him as he's starting to turn away. Darth Spirit, the one thing that you can see that the Moonweaver allows you to see is his white hair and his pointy ears. As he screams and starts to run in the opposite direction.
Well, there's been like there's a whole like twist of emotion that's happened. I went from real pissed to real confused in about 2 seconds.
Quinn and Marlowe, you are
all right. Fuck this shit. I move Hex over to the werewolf, running away the other direction.
Okay, so you're gonna move your Hex.
Well, that guy's dead, right?
Yep, he is down to like this guy over here.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna move towards the center. I can get a clear shot.
15, 20 feet
Pistol.
gets you a clear shot. You are 30 feet away.
Pistol comes out. And on the same target, I will shoot my gun.
Okay.
I think that's a lot. 23 to hit.
23 hits. As this gunshot just echoes through the woods.
For 10 hit point, 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
My gun is magical with my ammunition. Clarifying.
All right.
For resistances. And then you will see me. I will fire my gun, and then you'll see the crescent moon on the chest of my armor just begin to arc and light with like this red lightning.
Okay.
And it arcs out from my chest, and I'll hit him with... Oh, I didn't do my hex damage. It's 2 necrotic for the hex damage.
Okay.
Anyways, well, this beam of electricity shoots out at him, and I'll fire him with my lightning launcher.
All right.
For my extra attack. Ooh, that's a 17 plus 7.
That hits.
That is a D6, and I will take this. I will also use my turn to do an extra D6 of lightning damage, because I can do that if I hit it once per turn. So, 6, 4. Let me double check that.
What was the total lightning on this?
13 points of lightning damage.
13 points. All right. So, as you pull the trigger and the bullet spins out of your barrel, you can see the disturbance in the air as it finds purchase in the center of the back of this one werewolf. Right behind that bullet, you see this lightning just lighting up the path, finding path immediately. The werewolf, as it takes damage back, the face hits the ground. And he is down.
I already moved it for my bonus action, so I can't do this. Never mind. Yeah, that's it. Do I have any more movement?
10 feet.
I will move 10 feet closer to the other werewolf that's running away.
So you are now standing right next to this one that is down. That is Quinn's turn. Marlowe.
Marlowe would be making her way sort of behind Connell. Give him a little room.
20 feet gets you like 10 feet behind him.
Yeah. The call lightning spell, I would have fixated on the point of the big man.
Okay.
Big wolf.
Yep.
So is that point within 60? Is that werewolf within 60 feet of that point?
Over here?
Yes.
20, 30. You 50? Yes, it is 55 feet.
Okay. Marlo is going to react poorly to Quinn's lightning, and she's going to accidentally set off her call lightning on that point over near the
over here.
Yep,
Okay.
near werewolf.
Is that a save?
It's a dex save of 16.
Is that for anybody else in that area?
5 feet? Yeah.
So
10.
Do I need to make a save?
Are you 5 feet from the point of the wolf?
Oh no. Okay, cool. Just checking.
That's a 2 on the die. So yeah, that's gonna fail.
That's 10. One more. That's 14 points of lightning damage.
14. Alrighty.
Oh wait, would you consider the conditions outside quite stormy and because it grants me an extra D10?
Yes, roll the extra D10. It is.
That's 19 points total of lightning.
So 19 to him. Okay. As you just the lightning like seems like it comes from above, but really just reaches out from the ground and thoroughly burns this female werewolf.
Oh, whoopsie.
Anything else?
You just see Quinn look down and go, "Wow, this is a lot more powerful than I thought."
No, that I will turn my attention to where the fireball came from, just to see what's going on.
Yeah. So you
I heard
turn your attention.
I heard Tunnel shouting, so I want to double check and turn my attention.
So he went these here. This one's gonna move here. This one moves up here. Alton, you are up.
I suppose I'll rush out to join the group a bit.
Towards the fire.
Yes.
15 feet to get to the fire. So where would you like? Which direction?
Does it seem like those werewolves are under control?
No.
You can see a bunch dead from around here, but you can also see your group, like half of your group, starting to pay attention to this side, which is left for me probably. Yeah.
I see them. Let's see.
Can I waste my reaction to tell Alton to kill these effing werewolves?
Sure.
Alton, wolves.
Of course. So that one that I just got burned by lightning, yes?
Yeah. If you move like right here, which is all of your movement, you can get a direct path.
Perfect. Then I'll release, what is it, 2 of the meteors?
All right.
Good God, where are they?
They're in the air, Alton.
No, I just
Grab your head.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's dex saves 16.
Oh, nice. Another
Yeah.
dex save.
That's a 5.
Man. Nice.
Yeah, it's all right. I can roll bad sometimes. It's good. It's always on the saves.
All right, and it's each creature within 5 feet of that point. So again, sort of like the lightning.
Okay.
And it is, 7 damage.
How do you want to do this?
I want rather than exploding like they normally would on impact, I want them to like puncture through it, like it's popping holes in its body.
So as you send like these,
but like burn it.
like the when you put a piece of cardboard on an open fire, and it flares up, you see these fine sparks just start to pierce this smaller werewolf back here as it falls. And at that point in time, that low cowboy voice says, well, well, well. And he walks closer to your group. He says, and as he peers around you guys, and the fire kind of lighting all of you up a little bit, he says, look at this colorful group of misfits. I like it. So please, tell me what you were doing in the Cyber Green Forest, and tell me you are not trying to take my prize from me.
Well, like I already said, we don't know what your prize is, and we were making our way to Diastock.
You talking about these fucking things?
Connell, as this guy approaches and is coming into your vision, right? You can notice that he puts his right hand down to his side, and he holds up like all five of his fingers. Like he just puts it down almost like a marker, but you see this with your passive perception. You also notice off to the left of you, one of the from where the arrows were coming, you hear a and you see someone duck back behind a tree.
Can I
You don't. Oh, go ahead.
move Hex over to him?
Sure.
Also, Marlo wants to call lightning.
On him?
No, just randomly in the back of the forest to. Yeah,
Just
kind of.
just lightning bolts. Well, let me tell you. My name is Chip Halloway. A tracker extraordinaire and captain in the Darrington Brigade. So, let me ask you again. Are you trying to take my prize from me?
Trying to
Look.
take a fucking nap. You're welcome to whatever's left around here.
Chip, what are you even hunting?
And you see this guy from over here come up next to Quinn with this just long, sharp, shiny sword, pulls up like the back of the werewolf, and just takes his blade, then with one stroke, cuts the head off, and grabs the head, and like walks backwards towards the other two.
By all means, please go right ahead.
You obviously
werewolves?
don't know what you guys have gotten yourself into. But that's all right. You now have the Darrington Brigade at your service. We cannot leave any helpless individuals out in the forest.
I
Please.
wouldn't call ourselves helpless.
Please do leave us helpless in the forest.
As
As I like retract my helmet.
I do not mean to cast negative vibes your way. All I'm saying is I am under direct order to not leave anybody in the Siren Green Forest from the owner, the boss, Terry Darrington himself.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
You
Is this someone
obviously
you
are
know?
not from these parts, and that is okay. And he
It's
does
a
this.
shitty name.
He does this, like this very high-pitched whistle, and you see two females come in. Actually, you know what? I can get rid of this now and put this back on me. You don't need the battle map. Yep. Sorry. All right. Let's get rid of this guy.
We don't need any any kind of whatever this is, we don't need it.
Harry Darrington?
Terry Darrington, yes, he is the
I've
proprietor.
known a handful of Terrys, and they're all assholes.
Yeah, Terry's such a terrible name.
What the fuck?
I
once met a white person named Terrence.
Whoa, whoa.
True story.
What does that have to do with anything?
You see the two females that came closer on the far side of your screen they both have bows. They were like at rest, but as you call their boss, these names, both of them draw their bows right at you guys. And you look down at this guy, now you can see with his like almost Indiana Jones-esque leather hat brimmed, and some filigree type like ribbon wrapped around it. You see he has a heavy crossbow. And at the tip of that crossbow where the arrow is, actually goes through a small goblin skull, like it goes through the mouth. And both of the eyes are glowing green. He's like, I do not want to throw down with you, as my goal is not with you, and it is with the prize. But if you leave me no choice,
throw down with me neither. No disrespect. No disrespect. It's
I think there is plenty of disrespect going around.
Sorry, you're right. You're right.
I'm sorry you shot one of our members, and we have done nothing. You're pretty bad hunters if you're shooting townsfolk.
Marlo. I respect your trade and expertise, sir. We're just humble travelers making our way to the dash.
Well, if you want to cast shade on the conversation like that, just please don't show your faces around Deerstock. I think I know your type now, and I will make sure that all of our group is watching, keeping eyes on you colorful misfits.
Sorry, sir, what was your name again?
My name is Chip Halloway, and I am a captain in the Terry Darrington Brigade. I am a tracker extraordinaire, and I have your scent, let me tell you, son.
You can track these nuts, I'll tell you that.
Marlo. I will retract my helmet.
Wait, Marlo does have a good point.
I'm
Marlo had nuts in her hand.
Yeah. The name is Quinn. I apologize for any rudeness or disrespect. We were startled.
As you should
and I'll extend my hand in like a handshake.
Why are we doing this? I mean, in less than a week's time, they'll probably name us the savior of whatever shit town they're from.
Alton, shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying. Might as well tell them who we are when they're back to her. They'll know.
We will leave you to your own guys. Come on, guys. And
You're welcome.
5 individuals start to just slowly retract with their ranged weapons all aimed at you as they go back into the shadows with the heads of the werewolves.
I think, guys, we need to work on I can't believe I'm the one saying this, people skills.
I mean, it was going fine until you called their boss an asshole.
Yes, that was on me.
I mean, his name is pretty ridiculous, let's be honest.
They
to be
almost
fair,
blew
it
up
was quite a
Dorspira.
I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty shit at stealth.
No, yeah.
I mean,
by the way, guys, Dorspira's not with you. He's still chasing down an elf, so...
I was going to say, did Dorspira ever dig that hatchet out of that elf?
Yeah, you found that elf, and what do you want to do to that elf? Because this is gonna whole lead into another combat situation. Let me get
I
ready.
I know. I am.
I'm gonna go after Dorspira.
Yeah, I'm going after him.
I'm Marlowe's in a fit of anger.
I'll stay with Marlowe and I'll keep my remaining
See,
medias.
by the time you guys catch up to where Dorspira is, you now see him holding this pallid elf. It almost looks just like Dorspira, but less muscular, a little bit shorter, a little bit more fragile, but adorned in robes and holding a book in his left hand, as Dorspira just has him grappled with his sword of life stealing out.
And this is part of the Darrington Brigade.
Yeah, and you see the other 4 members now coming around that you guys just were talking smack to. You can see 2 female figures off in the distance with Chip Halloway and his crossbow and 2 bows aimed right at Dorspira. And Connell, you can make out one other figure that is just lurking in the shadows. You can't make out his physical form, but you can see just his shadow lurking in the thing. Now I reckon here we have a problem. Tell me, pale-skinned guy, do you have a name before I put a crossbolt through your skull?
Chip,
please
trust me, you do not want to do that.
Let go of the nice elf.
Let me tell you, if you
let
think...
go, Dorspira, let go of the elf.
If
Trust
you
me,
think
you
this
will not
is
get
the
through to him.
first time I've had a run-in with a group of adventurers that think they are just the cat's meow, you, sir, are wrong.
What I'm saying is, we got this. Don't worry. We're not trying to fight you.
Dorspira, let go of the elf.
So what you guys see is a Dorspira who cannot decide if he's angry, confused, happy, or confused. Again, because he got his shit burned off. He sees someone he hasn't. He sees another person who looks like him, but also they shot him with a fireball, and also he doesn't know how to go about this because he threw an axe at them. So he's kind of more frozen than like actually holding hostage.
Dorspira, just let go.
You hear a female voice from the background say, "Come on, Chip, just leave these guys alone. Let's go back. Let's go back to the boss. We got a prize." And he said, "Oh no. This has become a personal thing. I was going to offer them protection on the way back to the nearest town, but they decided to be dickheads." And she goes, "Well, everybody's a dickhead to you." And, they go back and forth for a second. And what would you guys?
Dorspira, let go of the elf.
All right. As I let go, I cast Cure Wounds because I feel terrible.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Roll that.
Your people have been returned.
Hold on.
Again, Chip, the normal people we meet out in the wild
4 points of healing
are not as friendly as you all, and you did attack us with a fireball, which may not been on purpose.
It was definitely not on purpose. I'll promise you that.
We are used to much more hostile interaction, so I apologize on behalf of our group.
We have been chasing this group for about 36 hours now.
Town we want to go to.
They were on the edge of the forest over by Deastock, and we were just
I'm a hunter.
trying. Yeah.
I'm a hunter myself, though more of the criminal variety.
Get out of here, son. I couldn't see that. I can read you all like you wouldn't believe. It is a specialty that I have.
I'm gonna walk up to Chip.
All right.
And I'm going to put my sword away and pull out some of the bullymog teeth. How many do I have?
Bullywug teeth?
Yeah.
Like the ones that I shot in the face?
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm gonna pull out 3 of those, and I'm gonna stick my hand out and go, "We hunt as well. You woke us, startled us. We did not want to fight. We got off on the wrong foot. Take this as an apology." And I'm Connell, and I'll put my hand out.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay.
Alton. Marlo.
Oh, natural 20 with a +7, so 27.
Marlo's gonna say nothing. Icky.
I'm going to walk
under her
with
breath,
Marlo,
under her
but,
breath.
but sort of try to soothe her. More of a don't do anything rash.
As I said before, sure that our guy will apologize for setting your warrior ablaze. My conversation was nearly meant to be a courtesy, and maybe between the 10 of us, we could make it back to Diastock and not have to worry.
I appreciate that.
Wise.
It was
We
merely...
would be happy.
So,
We would be happy to go back with you.
that's great. I'm sure Terry Darrington would love to hear all of your hunting prowess. We have many things that we do in the western half of Hawaiian there. So, please, as a show of apology, my guys will take tonight's watch. Well, you can all get your sleep. We apologize for the wolf's path as much as we can.
I mean, you didn't know we were there.
I kind of saw the campfire light from a long distance, but I cannot guide these creatures of the clarets in any direction that I choose. As much as I wish, I follow and shoot, son.
Can I ask you a question, Chip?
I feel that.
What is that? I apologize, Connell. Yes, Connell. Here. And he sits down.
What?
Like he as you say, I want to ask you a question. He starts to realize the situation is being diffused. He pulls this like series of wood implements out of his pack, and he flips it out, and it has a piece of fabric that pulls tight, and he puts it down, and he puts his ass right on it, and out from his pouch he pulls this wooden pipe, lights a match.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Now we're talking.
What was that big fucker you killed? It looked like a werewolf, but why was it so big?
Yes, you obviously are not from this area of Wyandir, and that is okay.
No.
See
I come from much farther north.
in the Siren Greens. The extraplanar magic is wild here. We are nearly one of the smaller groups of the brigade. Our job is to focus on these forests, as we've had complaints about attacks on local caravans. This is merely maybe a rogue faction, and what you would consider maybe a sergeant The actual order is much larger and much scarier. That's why they were meant with as fierce as we could be, without question. My apologies, fine elf. And he looks over at you, releasing another pull off of this pipe and nods at Dorspira. You guys can now see this pale-skinned human with straight, like, the hair that you do see. Your eyes really never meet as his brim is pulled down tight to his eyebrow. But he has this straight black hair that barely graces his shoulders. You also notice now another half elf or human female archer walk out, and a full wood elf female archer, blonde flowing hair. She's like, hey guys, how's it going? You know, in her ditzy way. And the guy that casts, the spellcaster, keeps his distance. Probably for at least a half an hour while you guys start to have this conversation before it feels even somewhat comfortable of coming within the area of Dorspira. And then you finally see that shadow figure come out and be like, Chip, come on, man. Let's get back. We got to tell Terry about there's other things. This is business. We cannot peruse with just random folk. Come on. And he just...
Chip, what's his name?
Oh, well, that guy, he,
Got
his name is
Brent or
Paulus.
something.
It's Paulus.
It's what?
Paulus.
Paulus?
Paulus. P-A-L-L-A-S. Paulus.
I thought it was going to
Well,
be
no
Colin.
offense, but Paulus
Oh,
is
for
kind
shit
of
if you know what I mean.
He is a rank riser. He's motivated. I understand where his mind's at, but there is no sense in trudging through the Siren Green Forest at this time of night. And by this time, you guys notice now the only thing that's really keeping light is the dying campfire that, you know, slowly Chip, like, kicks, you know, one of the half-burnt pieces of wood that's on it, and it flames up a little bit. So I tell you, I ask you, what are you guys doing in this forest?
Well, you know, we're just, we found ourselves, being traveled a lot quicker than expected, but our location of arrival was random. we found ourselves in these mountains a bit unexpectedly.
He says, well, sometimes that can happen, and he kind of like looks over at the spellcaster. With your spellcasting ability, you would understand that this has to be some form of high-level spellcaster if he's hinting at that. You get that with your insight.
So we made camp. We traveled for a while. We made camp once it started getting dark, and we were looking to get to more civilized locations. Diastock was our first thought.
Well, that is great news, because we can get you there efficiently too, and we'll put in a good word with the boss man. Let him know that you assisted in this.
Tell me about your boss man. Was it Terry?
Yes, Terry Darrington. He is infamous novelist and adventurer. He is.
I assume I've never read any of his books.
Have you read books? Is that something you used to do?
Quinn is.
You found one.
Read.
Didn't I find one? All right, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping that I may recognize at least the name
You recognize the name, but you found the Vox Machina book that
Yeah, it wouldn't have been
Soul
anything
read.
about. Yeah, okay.
I'm more of a functional reader, so maybe
He runs
stories aren't my...
what you would call a guild of misplaced adventurers. I've been under his care for a better half of a decade and rose up the ranks between I just fall under Terry and Larry, his husband, who is an outstanding gentleman.
Ouch, right? Am I right, buddy? Does that hit home?
This place sounds amazing, but gosh, these names.
I didn't name these. This is in the book, Marlo.
I know. This is well. Out of context, my dad's name is Larry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
But I like playing that Marlo doesn't like this name.
Yeah. So,
well, I think that been enough excitement for tonight.
Yeah, now that we have successfully taken down this pack, I don't foresee any issues for a while. It usually takes them a good amount of time before they start stretching the boundaries again. So, if you would all want to join with us and lead the way back, or follow us, we will show you the path in. Terry always says there's strength in numbers. So,
wise words. Yeah, we will.
I couldn't agree
I've been up
more.
for a
Might
while.
as well.
I've been up for a while now, so I wouldn't mind getting some shut eye.
I can't imagine what kind of foolish creatures would try to ambush 10 individuals in the woods.
So after this conversation and it starting to feel more like an agreeable partnership for the short-term future, Chip introduces one of the females as Dara Johansson. That is the half-elf brunette. The ditzy blonde female wood elf is Heptie Ethansoth. The figure that Connell was seeing in the shadows, his name is Paulus Automos. He is very chiseled jawbone, Greek-esque, Roman 300 kind of build. And as you guys all start to get comfortable enough where you head to your tents, you'll see that pallid elf venture closer to the fire. And he says, "Hi, my name's Ferris. Nice to meet you. And I'm sorry, I just could not let that guy escape. And I didn't know what your guys' intentions were. It's a gamble, it always is. My apologies." And he kind of bows to you
Your
guys.
spear's taken more hits, harder hits than that before.
That's true.
Yes.
I mean, not that we should encourage that sort of thing, but that is his sole purpose when he's with us.
Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna.
I mean, if you were to break up a job and you were to say everyone has a role, one might say that Dorspear's role is to get burned sometimes.
So, if you guys are in agreement with traveling to Diastock with these guys,
Sure.
I will say the next 2 days of journey comes without any adventure. Just a lot of chit chat And it's a lot of that cowboy drawl. That good old Southern boy that likes to tell stories
I would say
and
the
just
only
keep
thing
on talking.
I would
Do
ask
we
Chip
our
about.
rations out of a can?
I would ask Chip about his crossbow, noticing the goblin skull and the arcane look to it.
Well,
Weapons and armor are kind of my specialty.
I'll tell you what. This was made from a little known human that lives up in the direction that you guys plan on going. His name is Cato. Cato Johns.
Do you mind if I take a shot?
Yeah, sure. Here.
And I'll pull up my pistol like here.
Actually, you see now as like throughout this travel, he does actually have like right where his like belt loop would be. He has a hand pistol.
So
smaller than yours.
I don't care about the crossbow.
Right.
That's an interesting piece you got there.
This is just a rudimentary black powder pistol.
Again.
I prefer to use this. It is much quieter upon exit of my apparatus.
That's fair. Subtlety has never been my strong suit.
Can
You don't
tell
say.
that? Yeah, he looks over. But yeah, you here. As he hands you this large crossbow. I mean, it's big. You can immediately sense like some magic, multiple magics emanating out of it.
So I'd like to, while holding it, because I'm curious. Hold un momento, por favor.
I know I have it. Where is it? I know I can do it. Yes, I have that prepared. So I will burn a spell slot.
So I don't have to do it ritually, and I will cast Identify on it because I am curious.
All right. So as you're like holding it and like flipping it, or not like twisting and just visually inspecting everything, you pull it up and you release one of the bolts into a tree off in the distance.
Yeah.
And as you're casting this spell, you sense like that another bolt just line up, and this is a crossbolt of repeating, a heavy crossbolt of repeating. That is a +1 magic item, and it also pulls from the evocation school, as it has some kind of force charge to it.
Alright, so it's somewhat of a similar enchantment that my infusion gives my gun.
Yes.
For a repeating shot.
Yep. Repeating shot plus extra force damage.
Did you make this?
No, as I said before, my dear friend Cato Johns up in the...
That's right, you said that.
The city of the Dash. He is a bit of a weirdo, if I must say myself, but...
an excellent craftsman. And
good
enchanter.
If you bring him the stuff, he can make it, I guarantee that.
I'm sure if you bring me the stuff, I can make it myself, and I'll just like pop my helmet back up on and like kind of wink and then like put it back down.
And at the crest of the third day, you guys start to see the break in the tree line. Still the Sirius, the silver spiked mountains are to the left of you, as this forest goes like from like a circle around you and it comes around to a peak where you can start to see gnomes and dwarves and humans felling trees and stripping them of their limbs. It appears that we are close to our destination. And just a couple minutes after that, you can see through the tree line this city built on this plateau, with the trees just running up to the main gates, with stone walls wrapping around, several shingled roofs peeking above the walls from your perspective. Welcome to Diastark, my friends. What do you say we head to Terry's place and get you acquainted? And a nice meal and a rest. That will certainly be anything that we've experienced in this woods.
Preferably a drink or two as well.
Yes.
I'm sure that there are plenty of people in this community that you will find light to. So, follow us. And he leads you.
So
yes?
As I say that, I'll wink at Dara and who was the other one? Ditzy.
Ditzy? Yeah. Fuck. What's her name? It's Hatie. Hatie. And she's hot. She's like she's smoking busty wood elf. And Ditzy.
Their Spears spent the past 3 days staring between her and the wood elf, and then the pallet elf. He doesn't know who to focus on more, someone like him or someone hot.
Carlo is rolling her eyes into
Quinn 100%
existence.
is rolling his eyes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Varus, the pallet elf, will do everything he can do to avoid the conversation. And if any of you guys approach him, he kind of like puts his head down, like an ashamed feeling. It's never good setting anybody on fire, and you get the sense that he has full remorse.
I'll walk up to him as best I can to not scare him off and say, "I've shot plenty of my friends. It happens. Sometimes I mean to, sometimes I don't. They always forgive me."
I've done it a couple times.
It happens.
But
With
I've never
raw
done it.
Raw power like that can't always be controlled.
I've never done it on one of my kind. I haven't even seen one of my kind for a century.
Really now.
And he walks away, and he'll do his best. He's short, doesn't give out any more information. You can feel like, it's almost like he's Debbie Downer without being Debbie Downer. Like every time you try to start a conversation, it's like a wah wah kind of.
Can Marlo pass by this interaction and kind of like slap Quinn on the shoulder and say to the individual,
Can you reach my shoulder?
just like where your, I go for your shoulder, it's where your arm is or whatever.
Make an acrobatics check.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is not what I want to do.
Slap him.
Oh, God. It's a 7.
She doesn't quite get to your shoulder, but you can feel the effort in it, like.
Well, now I forgot what I was going to say, but I was going to look at the individual and say, well, just, make sure you get a handle on it before you really sink in your teeth, eh? Isn't that right, Quinn? And just, like, jab him.
I just take my gun out of the holster and I hold it. And as Marlo walks away, like, it should be so easy. I just put it back.
As soon as you pull your gun out, Chip will be like, I would do my best to consolidate and conceal any kind of weapon like that in this town. They don't look too friendly upon it. And you see him like pull his cloak over and pull this belt around him and conceal his front half.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I will. I'll put it in my bag for now.
This
I
guy.
just cut the
This
like
guy.
gym node on my armor and just kind of go.
Every time one of you make a move, you can see Chip, like, not looking at you in a bad way,
He's
but
analyzing.
he is very observant.
I will lead the way. Chip.
So he takes you through the gates, which you guys make through easily, leads you down the first part of the city, and you come.
Before we get too far in, can I ask Chip? Because I've been in my regular form this whole time. Is any of this gonna startle anyone, Chip?
We only have maybe a few people that would like to experiment on your kind here, but I'm sure you're familiar with that.
Fucking, I will just go into a half-elf form.
Alrighty then. It's nice to meet you again, sir. And he turns around and we'll pick up approaching Terry Darrington's brigade den at the beginning of next session. So, we have the Chaotic Chronicles Saturday and Etc. Sunday. So, tune in. Bunch of cool stuff happening. Mike?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
There we go. And, yeah, we love you. Be safe. Peace out.
Kiss your mothers.
Kiss your mothers and wear your freaking